Hello beekeepers. This afternoon I'm going to go into this hive and see what we got. So let's get started. Take that right off there. The first thing I can see, there's no bees in this hive. Well, I already knew that, but I thought I'd show it to you what happened. So I had put Swiffer sheets in here to keep the hive beetles down. I had a hive beetle problem and a yellow jacket problem. And I don't know what other kinds of problems, but we're going to see this, what's happened here. So now, I went in here some time ago, and I found a lot of good honey and a lot of dead bees. This is pretty typical of what happened to my yard here. Unfortunately, I lost about 25 colonies from this bee yard. Most of them were double deep beehives with honey and lots of bees. Then disaster struck. But I'm pretty sure they all died from a number of different things. There's emerging brood on this frame with lots of honey. So something happened. Now I know two things that happened. One of them, there were a strong colony of hive beetles. Small hive beetles, and also they were attacked by yellow jackets, and then we had a really cold winter. So I put that right back in there. Let's see. Look at there. This trap has probably, I'd say about 50 small hive beetles in it. So the traps were doing their job, but maybe not quick enough. Now, before you say, they died of varroa mites, well, let me tell you, I did do oxalic acid treatment in September. Now, there may have been a little brood there, but I don't know. But the spring, I've checked a couple of my hives in my other yard, and I've got 2 mites in one and 0 in the other. That's not to say that there aren't more mites there, but that's what the count was of 300 bees. So, hopefully, I'm going to do a count this afternoon on another hive that's still alive over here. So let's get to that. Now I need to start my smoker because I want to go in that hive and don't want to get stung. That calms the bees down. We've got smoke. I just let that set there. And then go get my other thing and get into that beehive. Let's get started on our inspection. One thing I like to do is put my gloves on, and I better make sure that I'm in the picture. So yes, I'm in the picture. I'm a little concerned about my smoker. Is it still smoking? Why, yes it is. So now we're giving a little smoke to the bees, let them know that we're in the neighborhood. And let myself know that my smoker's working good. So I have an extra box here. I'm doing that because I want to find my queen. I can put her in one of the boxes and be sure that she's not in the other when I want to do my mite check. Just open her up. And it's glued down a little bit. There's bees on the top. We'll just kind of knock them into the hive. They didn't like that very well. In fact, I killed one, which is not a good thing to do. Already, I see I've got some drone brood on top there. And I didn't see any hive beetles run away, so that's good. This one here looks like it has the least on this side. So I'm going to move this first one. Swiffer sheet gone. And open that first one up out here. Let's see what we got. Ah, it's full of honey. Ah, Wants to slip right back down there. So there we got a good quantity, and I got brood. So we know we have a queen, because there are larvae in there, and I'm sure, even though I can't see them, I'm halfway blind, there are. Oh, there's a small hive beetle, so we still have an issue with small hive beetles. But we'll put them here. I don't see the queen. Take another look here. But yeah, we got good brood here. Got an empty queen cap. So we're in good shape there. No queen on that one. But given that we have brood, she could be anywhere. And honey on this side, but no brood. And I don't see a queen. No queen there. Now these bees, the queen came from Bob Benny last year on this crate, this box. That's a good frame of brood. And I'm not seeing the queen as yet. Look and see. No queen. A good frame of brood and still no queen. I don't really have to find her. I'd like to find her and do a mite check. But I can tell already, one of the things I'm going to do is split this hive in another week or so. Because they've got plenty of brood. And I've got a hive over there that could use some little extra help too. And I think I'll put some of the brood in that. Another good one. Couple queen caps. Good brood pattern. Brood everywhere. And another hive beetle. So we still have a hive beetle issue in this beehive. I don't see the queen. Sure be nice. Another frame of brood. Well, this one here, if I was going to just put it, I'd put a double, make it a double deep right now. I have lots of drawn comb. I still have a concern about those little hive beetles in there. So maybe I won't. Have to think about that a bit. So far we've seen 2 hive beetles and 5 frames of brood. Wow! And it's emerging. I don't see many drone cells, but I do see a few. So let's give them a little more smoke here before my smoker goes out. I didn't put a lot of pine needles in there, so I'm not sure. Lots of brood. New brood. I wish I could see eggs, but I can't see that well. So we have to go with, we got larvae. And we got some drone cells there too. So I think we'll be able to make some splits here pretty quick. Now I'm going to do one more thing here. In order to move these without having a lot of trouble, I'm going to put them in a couple nuke boxes. So I'll have 2 nuke boxes. I'll leave one here now, and I'll take the other one over to their lot. Then tomorrow morning, before the sun gets up, I'll come over and get that one and bring back it over and put it in the other bee yard. So let me go do that. One of the things I could have done is just go ahead and put a screen on this box and come and get it later tonight. But I thought this would be easier. I like easy. Besides, I couldn't find my staple gun to staple the screen on there. So I thought, well, you know, I can do this. I can make 2 trips. Let's take another look and see if we can see a queen on there. Nothing. A lot of drone on this one. Ooh. There's an open something. Oh. Tell me they made a queen already and she's left. That's interesting. Well, I'll have to make another one if that's the case and she hasn't come back. Oh, there's our queen. How about that? Right there. Can you see that red queen there? She's got a red dot on her. So I can put her in here. Now, how about that? Well, good. Now we can do a mite check. So I have my mite check bottle here, and it's got a little tiny bit of alcohol in it. Maybe a little tiny bit's enough. So let me put that down. I think I'm going to do this different. So I take that out of there. This just all season Rain-X, and add that into it. So now I have enough liquid in there to kill all these bees. About 300. I'll put that down there, and I'll put this over here out of the way, and then I want to get ready to dump some bees. This is the way to get easy bees in. Now we know that we already have brood in this box right here, so we want young bees for our mite check. So we can just take a frame here. We know our queen's over there, and just shake a frame in that tub, and we can put that in there. She's in there with the queens, all that brood. And get another one here. And do the same thing. Shake it in there. Put that in there. Now, what we know is we need 300 bees. So I put them in this plastic tray. And what I'm going to do is dump them in here, like that. I forgot this is not the one I want. And here's my little scoop. I'm going to knock them down in the corner like that. Then scoop up about 300. And quickly put them in there, put a lid on, and I got that thing, I got 450. So now, I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to check it later when I have my watch, my clock. So I'm going to just put that aside now. I'll shake it up there and make sure they don't have to suffer very long. I hate doing that, but when you got 30,000 bees you want to save, well, you probably should. Now, interesting thing is, see, this is all drone down there. So, yeah, we got some drones in there. And we want to put this brood in this here. So now we have a queen and 4 frames. Push them together and put one more frame in there. We've got a little bit of wax in the way here. Move this over a little. I should have found my queen again before I did that to know where she is at. I can tell you what, she's in there. somewhere. Now, where's my smoker? Those are all nurse bees, so we want to dump them back in there with the frames we took out. And come to think about it, I think I'll give them one more frame. Want to make sure that queen and brood has plenty of bees in there. So now, as soon as I get this, take my smoker and run them into their hive. And I'll get down there. So we got one box we can carry over to the house now. Now I want to do the same thing with another one, so I'll go get another box. So this box I'm going to leave here, so I want to leave it open so the bees can get into it. So take that little tab and open it up just like you would do if you're getting a new nuke of bees. Except I can do it from the outside here, inside. Okay. It's just being pesky. But anyway, I got it out. Now if I can get it squared away here. So now, what I want to do is put this one up inside the bottom board over here. And put these in this box. These bees are going to be queenless overnight. But the brood is here, so they're going to stay here. They might want to build a queen cap or something. But I'll be taking these out tomorrow, so I'll look for queen caps then. Another thing I'm going to do to make sure I don't have a big hive beetle problem is put some hive traps in the hive. See if I can't get them all squared away there. So now I can take this. You know what? I can't either because that's attached to the bottom. So what I'm going to do is turn this around. And I'll put this in front of here. So the bees will go in there where that brood's at. Theoretically anyway. And since I still have some bees in this one, I'll put them in here. I don't know, this is kind of crazy, guys. That's me. I do things my way. That might be my downfall, huh? I put a brick on top of there. And we're good. Hopefully. Now what I got to do is count those bees, see how many mites I have in them when I get back home. And in the meantime, I think I'll go put my smoker out. Let me show you something. Hey folks, they weren't moving in fast enough for me, so I decided to just dump them out on the board. As you can see, they're finding their way in there, just walking right into that hive. So in the morning, that should be good. Probably by tonight. Might even be able to come over tonight and get them. After messing around watching those bees and they weren't crawling in as fast as I like to see, I wanted to see them do it. So I changed a few things around and went ahead and made it where it's easy to see the bees crawling into the nuke box there As you can see, almost all of them are in there. Perhaps if I waited around another 30 minutes, 45 minutes, they'd all be in there. I could just walk away with a box. I'll probably come back again a little bit later, maybe tomorrow morning. Right now I'm feeling like maybe tonight. I don't know, we'll see. I go shake out those mites that might be in that mite check bottle too. Something else I got to do. Hit that like button if you will.